Shocking revelations have just surfaced that could change everything fans thought they knew about the Roloff family. Marek, Amy Roloff's husband, is now at the center of swirling rumors about a possible second wife, an allegation that has left both viewers and close followers of Little People, Big World completely stunned. At the same time, Amy herself has made a headline-grabbing move by officially selling her house for $300,000, a decision that raises even more questions about the couple's future and their role within the wider Roloff family saga. For longtime fans of the show, this isn't the first time the Roloffs have been at the heart of public drama. From Matt and Amy's divorce, to the farm ownership battles, to the shifting family relationships, their story has always been filled with twists, turns, and emotional moments. But this latest development feels different. It cuts deeper, touching not only on marriage and trust, but also on major financial changes that could reshape the family's legacy. Tonight, we're diving into everything. The shocking claims about Marek's rumored second wife, the details behind Amy Roloff's $300,000 house sale, and what all of this could mean for the Roloff family moving forward. Could this be the beginning of a brand new chapter, or the spark of even more division? Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. The Roloff family has faced its fair share of drama over the years, but this latest rumor is one of the most explosive yet. Whispers have been spreading online that Amy Roloff's husband, Marek, may have had a second wife or even a secret marriage in his past that fans were never told about. For a man who has largely stayed out of the spotlight compared to the Roloffs, this revelation has thrown fans into a frenzy. Could it be true? And if it is, why has it stayed hidden for so long? Speculation first began swirling after fans on social media noticed inconsistencies in Chris's background stories shared on Little People, Big World, and in interviews. Some sharp-eyed followers claim that public records hint at a previous marriage, while others argue that it may just be a misunderstanding blown out of proportion. Regardless, the buzz has only grown louder, with hashtags and online threads dedicated to uncovering the truth about Chris's mysterious past. For Amy, who went through the heartbreak of divorce from Matt Roloff after decades of marriage, this rumor couldn't come at a worse time. She had finally found happiness again with Chris, often describing him as her second chance at love. But if these rumors hold any weight, fans can't help but wonder, how will Amy handle the news? Will it bring back old wounds from her past with Matt? Or will she defend Chris and brush off the speculation as nothing more than gossip? The Roloff family has a long history of relationship scandals. Matt and Amy's split was one of the most talked-about divorces in reality TV history, fueled even further by Matt's close relationship with Karen Chandler. That relationship eventually blossomed into romance, sparking heated debates among fans about whether Karen played a role in Matt and Amy's marriage breakdown. Now, with Chris facing his own round of scrutiny, it almost feels like history repeating itself, another Roloff love story clouded by whispers of betrayal, secrets, and broken trust. Fans are divided. Some say that Chris deserves the benefit of the doubt and that digging into his past is unfair and invasive. Others argue that when you marry into one of reality TV's most famous families, transparency is a must. What's clear is that this rumor has shaken the Roloff fanbase and raised serious questions about trust, love, and what really goes on behind the scenes when the cameras aren't rolling. In a move that surprised many fans, Amy Roloff has sold her longtime house for $300,000. The news immediately sparked chatter online, not just because of the sale itself, but because of the price and the deep personal history connected to the home. For fans who have followed Little People, Big World, this house represented more than just a property. It was a central part of Amy's life, a place where countless family memories were made long before Marek entered the picture. Some viewers are wondering if the lower-than-expected sale price points to financial struggles, or if Amy is simply choosing to downsize as she embraces a new chapter in her life. Others see it as a symbolic step forward, letting go of the past and moving toward fresh opportunities. Regardless of the reason, this sale has broader implications for her family legacy. Her children grew up in that home, and it has been part of the Roloff family story for years. By selling it, Amy may be signaling a shift in how she wants her family's history to be remembered and how she plans to define her own future. The Roloff family's recent news has sent fans into a whirlwind of emotions. Social media exploded with reactions ranging from shock and disbelief to support and concern. Many longtime viewers expressed sadness, wondering how these dramatic shifts might affect the family they've followed for years. Some fans question the future of the Roloff farm and the family's legacy, especially with so many changes happening at once. Zach and Tori have been in the spotlight as they navigate their own challenges, and fans are closely watching how these shifts impact their family dynamics. Jeremy and Audrey, along with the other Roloff kids, are also likely processing these events in real time, balancing public attention with their personal lives. The future of the Roloff name and farm has become a hot topic. With ongoing drama surrounding Matt, Karen, Amy, and Chris, fans are concerned about how these relationships will evolve and what it could mean for the family's public image. Every new development seems to add another layer of complexity to the Roloff story, keeping viewers engaged and emotionally invested. As fans continue to react, one thing is clear. The Roloff family remains at the center of reality TV drama, and each twist brings both challenges and opportunities for growth, reconciliation, or further conflict. As the dust settles, it's clear that the Roloff family is entering a new chapter. Chris's shocking second wife revelation, paired with Amy's surprising $300,000 house sale, shows that even well-known families face unexpected twists and challenges. From the early days of Little People, Big World to now, the family has seen love, heartbreak, growth, and controversy, and these latest events only add another layer to their evolving story. What do you think? Can Amy and Chris withstand the storm, or will this change the dynamic forever? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. Hook and introduction, midnight to 5 o'clock. Shocking news has shaken the Roloff world once again. Chris Marek, Amy Roloff's husband, is at the center of new rumors about a second wife, something fans never expected to hear. And if that wasn't enough, Amy herself has made headlines after selling her house for just $300,000, a move that has fans both confused and concerned. For years, the Roloff family has been no stranger to drama, heartbreak, and public scrutiny, but these two developments feel like a turning point. Today, we're diving deep into what these revelations mean, the reactions pouring in from fans, and what might happen next for Little People, Big World's most famous couple. The speculation online is intense. Some posts suggest Chris may have had a previous marriage that was kept private, while others claim it could have been a short-lived union that never made the headlines. Fans are dissecting photos, social media posts, and interviews for clues, trying to piece together a timeline. Every small detail seems to fuel the fire of curiosity and concern. Meanwhile, longtime viewers of Little People, Big World are weighing in, comparing this situation to past Roloff family dramas. From Matt and Amy's high-profile divorce to disputes involving their children, the family has had its share of relationship controversies. For many, Chris was seen as a calming presence, a partner who helped Amy move forward. This potential revelation, however, has some wondering if the Roloff family's newest chapter may be more complicated than anyone expected. Psychologists and relationship experts often note that uncovering unexpected past relationships can test even the strongest bonds. Trust is fragile, and while some couples emerge stronger after transparency, others may struggle with lingering doubts. Fans are now debating whether Chris and Amy can navigate this storm, or if this secret, if true, could leave lasting cracks in their marriage. Social media continues to buzz with a mix of empathy, skepticism, and outright shock. Memes, opinion threads, and heated debates are flooding platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. Supporters argue that Chris's past should not define him, while critics worry about transparency and honesty. For a couple living under public scrutiny, this revelation, even if unverified, places them squarely in the spotlight again, highlighting how even private matters quickly become public drama in the reality TV world. While the rumors about Chris swirl, Amy made a surprising move of her own. She officially sold her house for just $300,000. For a woman who has spent years building her life and career, many were stunned at what seemed like a low price. Fans immediately began speculating. Was this a sign of financial strain? Or perhaps Amy is ready to let go of the past and fully embrace her future with Chris. The house represented more than just walls and a roof. It was a piece of Amy's identity, a space she lived in during a transitional stage of her life after leaving Roloff Farms. Letting it go for such a modest price has sparked debate among fans about whether Amy is undervaluing herself, or if this is simply her way of turning the page. Some fans think this move could be symbolic. By selling the house, Amy might be closing one chapter of her life to make room for new beginnings. Others argue that the price suggests she wanted a quick, uncomplicated sale, prioritizing simplicity over profit. Regardless of the reason, it's clear this sale has left fans reflecting on Amy's journey, from her time on Little People, Big World to the life she's building now with Chris. Many are curious to see what her next step will be, and whether this bold decision marks the start of an exciting new chapter for her family. Naturally, fans have had plenty to say. Online forums, Facebook groups, and Instagram comment sections have been buzzing with opinions, theories, and heated debates. Some are supportive, praising Amy for simplifying her life and focusing on her happiness rather than material possessions. They see her house sale and her decision to move forward with Chris as a sign of maturity and emotional growth. In their eyes, Amy has endured enough turmoil, divorce, public scrutiny, and family feuds, and she deserves peace, even if that means letting go of things that once seemed untouchable. But not everyone is so optimistic. Others worry that Amy may come to regret her choices, especially if the rumors surrounding Chris's past prove true. If the claims about a second wife or hidden history are accurate, then downsizing her life at the same time could make her seem more vulnerable. Some fans argue that Amy, who spent decades helping to build the Roloff name, might be giving up too much, too quickly. For them, the house sale feels symbolic, almost like closing the final chapter of the Roloff family's most stable era. The reactions from fans are deeply tied to their long investment in Little People, Big World. Many viewers have followed the Roloffs for nearly 2 decades, treating them almost like extended family. So when Amy makes a decision as big as selling her home for $300,000, or when whispers about Chris's personal life spread, it doesn't just feel like gossip, it feels personal. Fans aren't just commenting on real estate or relationships. They're reacting to the ongoing evolution of a family they've grown up with. The Roloff children may also have their own quiet thoughts about these changes. Zach and Tori, who've had their own rocky relationship with both the show and the family farm, might see Amy's decision as yet another sign that the old Roloff ways are slowly disappearing. Amy used to be the heart of the household, the glue that kept everyone connected. Now, with her house gone and her focus shifted, Zach and Tori could interpret it as her stepping further away from the traditions that once defined the family. Jeremy and Audrey, who already distanced themselves from the farm years ago, may see things differently. For them, Amy's house sale might be more of a practical step than a dramatic loss. They've been busy creating their own brand and lifestyle outside of the TLC cameras, and they might view Amy's move as a chance for her to do the same, reinventing herself on her own terms. Still, as Amy's children, they must feel the weight of what these changes mean for the family's identity and future legacy. Even Jacob and Molly, who've largely stepped back from the public spotlight, can't be entirely immune to these shifts. Both have made deliberate choices to live more private lives, but as Amy closes this chapter, they too may reflect on how different the Roloff story looks compared to the early days of the show. For them, it could be bittersweet, an end to the physical spaces and symbols that define their childhoods, but also a reminder that moving forward sometimes requires letting go. At the center of this unfolding drama, 2 events cannot be ignored: the shocking rumors of Chris Marek's alleged second wife and Amy Roloff's unexpected decision to sell her home for just $300,000. These developments don't just mark turning points in their personal lives, they also represent a new, uncertain chapter in the Roloff family's ongoing journey. From Little People, Big World's early days of family values and simple farm life to today's wave of controversy and speculation, the Roloffs have reminded us that life under the spotlight is never without challenges. What lies ahead remains to be seen. Will Amy and Chris rise above the doubts and continue building their life together, or will these revelations create fractures that cannot be ignored? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.